The first game of this divisional round of the NFL playoffs is Cincinnati traveling to Tennessee to play the Titans. And this is a game that, much like many of you, I'm excited to watch. I think this will be an incredible game to see. A lot of people who want to know, is Derrick Henry going to play? He's been out since week 8 due to that foot surgery. And the Titans' defense has been phenomenal, just like the Bengals' offense has been phenomenal for the most part of the season, especially late in the season, where we've seen Joe Burrow just throw the ball all over the place. The connection to his boy Chase this year has been absolutely stunning to watch. Now, in a game where I think a running game, and you cannot discount Joe Mixon, very good running back, but at the same time, the Titans have a very good running back and a good running team in general. But if Henry returns, that's going to put a lot of pressure on this Cincinnati Bengals defense, and he's expected to return for this divisional matchup. Now, the Bengals can put up a lot of points, but maybe the biggest turnaround all season for any team has been this Titans turnaround on defense. Last year, near the bottom, if not the bottom, of many categories on defense. This year, near the top in many categories, including pass rush, with the emergence of Simmons, the acquisition of Danico Autry, and then, of course, you got to think about, other people on that defense really coming out and showing up, like Harold Landry at times. The Titans offense, on the other hand, if Derrick Henry's on the field, like I said, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to have a hard time because they have to focus on Henry, and that's going to allow Ryan Tannehill freedom to sit back and choose and pick who he's going to throw the football to. And when he has that opportunity, he is a very dangerous quarterback. Look for this game to be close early, but I honestly believe that the Tennessee Titans will end up defeating the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. By the fourth quarter, I see the Titans winning this by at least 8 points. Thank you for watching. The second game of the divisional round of this year's NFL playoffs hosts San Francisco going to Green Bay to face the reigning MVP and frontrunner this year for MVP, Aaron Rodgers, and those Packers. Now, looking at this game, there's a lot of question marks, especially when it comes to injuries. We have to look at that for the 8:15 matchup this Saturday. Nick Bosa, of course, many of you know, had the concussion during the wild card matchup. He was limited in practice on Wednesday, which bodes well for him playing this Saturday evening. Jimmy Garoppolo, still dealing with that thumb and shoulder injury, did have a full practice. And you're going down, Fred Warner also had an ankle injury, was limited on Tuesday, but had a full practice on Wednesday. Those are big, big deals. Along with Elijah Mitchell, who also has been dealing with a knee injury. He also had a full practice. That's big for the San Francisco 49ers. But going into the Green Bay Packers, Jair Alexander, been dealing with a shoulder injury now. It's huge because he's got to deal with some of these yards after catch receivers, much like Deebo Samuel, has been limited all week in practice. David Bakhtiari, that fantastic offensive tackle dealing with a knee injury, was limited on Wednesday but didn't practice on Tuesday. So his return will have a huge, huge impact in this game when dealing with this very suffocating front seven defense of the Niners. Aaron Rodgers, everybody knows, has been dealing with the toe injury. Full practice all week. Marquez Valdez-Scantling has been full practice with the knee as well. Aaron Jones, of course, full practice all week. My big take from this game is who's going to play, who's not. If Bosa or Werner cannot play in this game for the San Francisco 49ers. I don't like the odds of them having a chance in winning this game. On the flip side, if Bakhtiari can't play, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers, who absolutely has the ability to extend plays and make things happen. But if Bosa can play, that's a scary situation. Now, Bosa obviously doesn't generally line up on the same side that Bakhtiari plays, but, every man helps. When Bakhtiari doesn't need help, when you don't need to send that help over there at the left tackle, then the right tackle you can send help for a guy like Bosa. This is a game where I'm a little bit worried. The one thing that does help out a ton is the fact that this game is in Green Bay. And historically, San Francisco, even though they are a running team with a defense and like yards after catch with the short passes, they haven't played well in bad weather games, and it's going to be cold in Green Bay. Cold, with probably snow on the ground. And to me, that favors the Green Bay Packers because they practice and play in that all the time. And the fact that I can't trust Jimmy Garoppolo to throw the football past 15 yards. He just historically does not do well doing that. And if they fall behind against Aaron Rodgers and this amazing offense that he helms, I don't see Jimmy G being able to bring him back. Now, I had that same thought process against the Cowboys last week. Had the Cowboys winning. So if they can find a way to upset, this could be a really, really good game to watch if it's kept close by the San Francisco 49ers. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hey guys, please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and tag that notification bell so that you're notified next time I go live. Don't forget, you can also share this video to your favorite social media, and please open up that description of the video. In there you find a link to my Patreon, which is only $5 a month. Get all of my content plus Patreon specific content, and of course my merch shop right here. The third game of the divisional round and first game on Sunday is the Rams at Tampa Bay at 3 p.m. And one of the biggest stories in this game is the injury report. It is vastly different. Whereas you look at the Rams, who's going to Tampa, really their only question mark is Andrew Whitworth, at least, of some of the bigger names. Obviously, Taylor Rapp into the concussion protocol could probably get through that concussion protocol, but Andrew Whitworth, dealing with a knee injury, who did not practice on Wednesday, is a big deal. Now, you go look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, however, and you're like, holy crap, what a massive injury report, and guys that could have massive impact on this game. Guys like Tristan Wirfs at tackle, dealing with that ankle injury, not practicing on Wednesday. Pierre-Paul did not practice, but it was a personal thing, not an injury-related thing. Brashad Perryman, the wide receiver, not practicing. Sean Murphy-Bunting, hamstring, not practicing. Rojo, the running back, ankle, not practicing. My goodness, what a huge, huge list. Shaquille Barrett did have a full practice with his knee. Gio Bernard had a limited practice with his knee and hip. Levante David, the linebacker, dealing with a foot injury, was limited. And then, of course, safety Mike Edwards, still full practice, even though he's dealing with an elbow injury. This is a game where I honestly, I think that Tampa Bay is going to host the team that's going to knock them out of the playoffs. And a lot of people will probably look at me and go, what? But here's the thing. Tom Brady is really, really good, but he's up and down depending upon the kind of pressure that is given on him. And right now, the Rams are very good at getting pressure, especially up the middle with Aaron Donald. And Tom Brady with pressure in his face is not a good Tom Brady, right? And that's going to worry me a little bit. This Rams front seven has been able to get pressure for the most part all season long. And then, of course, the Tampa Bay defense does not look the same in the passing game as they did last year in the playoffs. They're not getting those, high impact plays against the passing game to knock those balls out. Is that a ref situation? I don't know. But after what we saw last week, I'm expecting this high-powered Rams offense and Matt Stafford to be able to get things done in Tampa this week. I honestly believe that the Rams probably come out of this as a 2-score victor. Do you agree with what I say, or do you have a different type of prediction in mind? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. This channel is proudly sponsored by the Backroom Collection. They do beautiful sports canvas art with football, basketball, baseball, and other sports themes. Special orders are accepted and autograph pieces are available. Many Indianapolis Colts signed pieces will be available beginning in November. Just use your discount code CL10 to purchase the pieces you want to spice up your living area. That's CL10. We round off the divisional round of this year's NFL playoffs with a doozy. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Buffalo Bills travel to the Kansas City Chiefs. What a matchup. Two high-powered offenses and two defenses that have made complete turnarounds this season as compared to last season. The Buffalo Bills have one of the best defenses in the NFL. It's rated the best in 5 of the biggest categories in the NFL stats. And Kansas City has made a massive leap where they've needed to in order to be able to help this offense make moves this season. This is a game, in my opinion, that is going to be fun to watch if you are a fan of the offense. The injury reports is almost non-existent. Mario Addison, the only guy on the Buffalo Bills, the defensive end, dealing with a shoulder injury, and he's been limited on Wednesday and Thursday. Now, you moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs, again, they're pretty healthy as well. A couple names of note: Darrell Williams, the running back, dealing with a toe injury, did not practice on Wednesday. Rashawn Fenton, the corner, dealing with a back injury, did not practice. But full practices for all L'Jarius Sneed, Tyreek Hill, and CEH. Wow. 2 healthy teams going at it. Prime time, Sunday night. It's going to be a fun game to watch. It's Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, right? That is good. The storyline that is going to be highlighting this game. Who is going to have the bigger game? We're going to have to watch to find out. I'm really excited to know really which defense is going to be able to slow down the other offense. That's the deal, and that is why my choice is going to go with the Buffalo Bills. They have looked much, much better this year. As long as that coach for Buffalo is able to continue to stick with the run game, with their running backs, not just Josh Allen, the running backs, to help take that pressure off Josh Allen and be able to eat clock a little bit and give their defense time to refresh themselves between times that they're on the field, that will help a ton. And I think that is the key to the Buffalo Bills walking into Kansas City and pulling off this win. Let me know what you think. I think this is a very interesting game. It definitely could go either way, but use the comments to let me know. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen, and as usual, have a good one.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.